Man doesn't call me sweetheart, he doesn't love me. And that's just a fact. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexandria and I love books, hence my name. Today's video, we are going to be finishing series I'm in the middle of. If you'd like, here's a little list of the series I'm in the middle of. I forgot to count it. I think I'm in like 11 or 12 series, something like that. Which like isn't bad because I've heard of other people being in like 20 plus series, but also I am in the double digits. I'd like to bring that down a little bit because it's just a lot, you know? It's a lot of things on my to-do list. Without further ado, go grab a little snack or a book or a drink, whatever your heart desires, and enjoy this reading vlog. I think I'm ready to start reading this week. Our first book that I'm gonna go with is Swift and Saddled. This is the second in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. The first one was done and dusted. It's small town Wyoming cowboy. So this one just came out on like March 5th. This book is 285 pages. That's it. That's so short. So hopefully it'll be a quick read, but hopefully it'll still be a good one. She's the city girl who refuses to be saddled with a man. He's the cowboy who wants her anyway. So this one follows Ada Hart. She's an interior designer, and one of the largest ranches in Wyoming just hired her for the most important project of her career. So they meet at a bar first. They kiss. Now she can't stop thinking about him. And then he ends up being her new boss with her new interior design project. So it has been a few days since that last clip. You wanna know something funny? Yeah, you're gonna get a kick out of this, don't worry. So that last clip you saw was filmed Monday night. It is now Friday night, and I have not read a single page. I've been kind of in a book slump this week after my last reading vlog, so I will be reading tonight, whether my brain likes to or not. We are going to start reading because I know once I get into it, I'm going to enjoy it, and I don't want to let this book slump or reading slump take me out for a while. I want to keep reading. I've had a really good momentum so far this year, and I want to keep that going. So I'm going to do a little self-care and then have a cozy reading night. Guys, I'm already 3 chapters in and I'm into it. Like, if I had just read the first chapter 5 days ago on Monday or 4 days ago on Monday, I would have had this book finished by now because I would have been hooked. I feel stupid for not just picking it up and reading like literally the first 2 pages. I was in. I'm so excited for Wes. I already love him. He is such a gentleman. He's so respectful, but also, whatever word that is. The banter, the flirting, and I'm very excited to continue. I am a little over halfway done with this book. So we are going through it. It is a quick, easy read. It's enjoyable. I haven't gotten bored at any part yet. So here are my midway thoughts. I've never put much thought into the pet name Sweetheart, but now if a man doesn't call me sweetheart, he doesn't love me. And that's just a fact. It's kind of giving a little bit like reverse Grumpy Sunshine, but not really. Like, she's grumpy, but not really. She's just more like shy and timid and like reserved because her ex was a jerk, and he is just very happy, sunshiny golden retriever, which also, there is some mental health representation in here. I don't know if I'm seeing dust under my bed or a spider web, and I'm a little concerned. Also, there's a new prospect of a new couple, potentially. Not potentially, I know, like there's no way. Like, I read a scene with these other side characters that I never thought would potentially have their own books. Like, it never crossed my mind, but now I think they might. Yeah, I'm very excited to read. I'm gonna keep reading it tonight and hopefully finish it tomorrow. First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Irish, I'm wearing green. You better be wearing green today. As you just saw, I just finished Done and Dusted, not Done and Dusted, Swift and Saddled, book 2 in the series, in the Rebel Blue Ranch novel series. I love this series so much. It's such a quick, this book was under 300 pages. It was such a quick read. I literally read it in under 48 hours. So I highly recommend this series. I love the cowboy romances. This series and the Chestnut Spring series are so similar that my brain's getting details of the different families and books mixed up with each other. I'm not going to go into the Chestnut Spring series because I do have more, but I need at least a break before going into that because my brain will confuse them. I think I'm going to rate this 4 stars. It was really good. It was really fun. It was flirty. The writing was funny. Like, I was actively laughing. I was actively like, I didn't cry, but I was like feeling like I could cry when I was like really feeling connected to Ada and her trauma from her past relationship. And Wes, are you kidding me? He's just so kind and gentle and caring and so not controlling and cares about what she wants. So if you like the golden retriever guy and like black cat woman energy dynamic, you'll love this book because that is them. Now for the next book, I think I'm going to go with King of Pride by Anna Huang. I just read a cowboy romance, so I'm thinking I want to read a millionaire romance. Or is he a billionaire? Sorry, billionaire. Don't get it twisted. Don't mind the fact that I look sickly in the eyes today for some reason. I don't know if it's just like my dark circles or just my sleep schedule is rough right now. Anyway, the point of this video. I'm at around 200 pages, which means I have about 185 pages left. My midway thoughts. I'm not obsessed, and if I weren't filming this video, I don't think I'd be reading it as quickly as I am. I'm not really enjoying their connection very much. I don't really feel it. Maybe that's just me. They're more in lust than in love, like being fully honest, so I'm not really enjoying it. I want to read about it. I don't like when there's too much spice, but when I feel like the characters actually love each other or like actually have like genuine feelings for, or like deeper feelings for each other, I don't mind it as much. I want to try to finish it today, but I don't know if that's actually realistic. I feel like a lot of people who read romance books tend to say that like they love romance, but as soon as the couple gets together, they're bored. And I've never been that way. I honestly, like, I don't like slow burns. I prefer reading about when the couple is like together and they're figuring things out or whatever the conflict may be. I know they have things they need to work out still, so it's not like, oh, if it ended right here, it'd be like a perfect ending. No. Like, they're kind of together and I'm bored. Like, I don't care. That's so uninteresting to me. But like, everything up until they got together, I was here for it. But now I'm bored and I don't want to read, but I still have 50 pages left. Things have been kind of stagnant in the story, and I think that's partly why I'm bored. But we finally got some interesting conflict happening. So hopefully it'll get more interesting and it'll be more easy and more fun to read. I finally finished King of Pride this morning. I've decided I'm gonna rate it 3 stars, and that's me being generous. I kind of was leaning towards a 2.5, 2.75, and honestly it is more like that, but I just feel like there's certain books where I can rate it in the 2-star range and I feel good. I'm like, yeah, that's what you deserve. But I don't feel that with this book, but I'm like, you're not a 3 like in my heart. So on Goodreads it'll be a 3, but no, it's less than that. It just didn't seem like they actually had a connection. Like, I didn't feel any like real love or like deep feeling. It just was like, oh, you know, no one else can make me smile like she can. No one else gets me to laugh like he does. I don't believe you. That's the problem. I don't believe them. I don't believe their love. I feel like the scenes didn't go deep into their relationship, really. I feel like a lot of the quality time that they had that would like actually show them like their feelings deepening for each other were kind of just like summarized in a few sentences of like, oh yeah, we did this and we did that. And then it would go into scenes with them, but ones where I'd be super boring, at least in my opinion. So yes, I was bored. I enjoyed the first like 100 pages and then bored. The last 50 pages, I wasn't completely bored, but I also wasn't eager to read. But I'm glad that I got to learn more and meet Alessandra more and get to know her better, because I'm excited for the next book, King of Greed. I realized I don't think I told you what King of Pride is about. So quick summary, I don't even really know. Basically, Kai is a billionaire and he's up for CEO at his like company, which isn't his family, like it's literally his family's company, but he's up for CEO. And Isabella is a writer with writer's block and she just can't finish her novel. And that's the plot. And then just for some reason, they're attracted to each other. Now for the third and last book that I will be reading in this video will be from the When in Rome series. I think that's what it's called. Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. So Practice Makes Perfect is about Annie, who is the sister of Noah from the first book, When in Rome. I don't have it with me, my friend is borrowing it, but I'm borrowing her copy of Practice Makes Perfect. So it follows Annie and it follows Will, who's the bodyguard of Amelia, also from the first book. I don't know if it's fake dating, but I believe like he is giving her like lessons on relationships or dating. I don't know. I think it's Grumpy Sunshine too, so that's always fun. I'm just looking for a quick, fun, fluffy, romantic read like Swift and Saddled was, and I think Sarah Adams, that's what I'll get. I do have to get ready and head out for work, but as soon as I come back tonight, we'll get started on this bad boy. Get it? 'Cause he's a bad boy. I don't know if he actually is. I'm a little under halfway done with Practice Makes Perfect. And oh my gosh, I am obsessed. I don't think I've loved a female main character like this much in so long. Usually I enjoy the female main character, but I've never been like, oh my gosh, I love her. I love Annie. I love Annie so much. She is just so funny and just so precious. I love her. I also love Will. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't read a Sarah Adams book in a while. I think since June of 2023. So it's been a while, and I should not let that happen again because I love her writing. Sarah Adams just writes in such like a fun way. Like reading both Annie and Will's internal dialogue is so funny. And then like I think sometimes with authors when they're trying to be like funny and quirky or whatever, it comes off cringy. But Sarah Adams' writing is not cringy to me. I am genuinely laughing and I think it's truly like the funniest thing ever. It is so good. It is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed and I just want to keep reading. The way that Will sees her, he sees her more clearly and better for who she is, like better than her family sees her. And I love seeing and reading about Will, seeing her, how she really is and how she wants to be seen and who she really is, and championing that and supporting her in that and encouraging her to like live in who she actually is instead of who she thinks she has to be based on her reputation or how others see her. Like, I texted my friend. I'll put our little text conversation right here. I think this like sums up Will Griffin. So last night I finished Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. My heart. I think Sarah Adams might be my favorite author. I think so. I ended up rating this book 4.5 stars. The only reason it's not a 5-star is because I just didn't get that like 5-star feeling, but I think everything about this book was perfect. Like, I don't think I would change a single thing, to be honest. Which, funny little story, I mentioned this was my friend's book and she's letting me borrow it. So last night after I finished the book, I went on Pango Books, which is where you can like buy used books, and I purchased a copy of Practice Makes Perfect. And then this morning I wake up and I text my friend, well, I told her that I loved it, and she was like, oh my gosh, I knew you would. And I even bought my own copy last night. And she went, oh, I was just gonna give you my copy. Luckily, I was able to cancel my order. I felt bad because she's a small business owner. I wanted to support her, but I had to cancel that real quick. But it has to be, my friend's letting me keep this book of hers, and I'm very grateful. And now I'll have it on my shelf. Basically, if you just want something sweet and full of heart and cute and just lovely and happiness, read Sarah Adams. Read this book. Read any of Sarah Adams' books. I mean, I've only read The Cheat Sheet, When in Rome, and Practice Makes Perfect, but still, read any of them. You'll love it. You'll be happy. Life will be beautiful again, and the sun will be out and shining. Like, if you want a cupcake in a book, read this. Also, Will Griffin is officially one of my book boyfriends. On my Goodreads review, I think I put that like he's a new addition to the roster, and now I'm like, you know, I should make a physical roster of all my book boyfriends. Maybe that's pathetic. Or maybe it's fun. Okay, it's been a good reading week. We read 3 books this week. We didn't finish any series because these are all still going. But we made progress on 3 series, and that is great, and that should be applauded. So to recap, we read not Done and Dusted. Why do I keep calling this? Swift and Saddled. I rated this 4 stars. I loved it. I highly recommend this series. It's quick and short, but still just so sweet and fun, and who doesn't love a good cowboy romance, okay? So, Swift and Saddled. This is book 2 of the Rebel Blue Ranch series. The next one comes out in November. Lost and Lassoed? I think it's Teddy's story. Yes, Lost and Lassoed. Then we read King of Pride by Anna Huang. Rated it 3 stars, but it's really like a 2.75. It was okay, it was fine. It just wasn't like amazing or good. It wasn't all that good for me personally, but I'm gonna keep reading the series. The 3rd one is already out, King of Greed. And then I forget which one comes after. I'm guessing there's gonna be 7 of them. So this one's gonna be a journey. I don't recommend this one. It just doesn't have like deep emotions, in my opinion. I didn't feel any of the deep emotions, and that's my favorite part of romance books, is to like feel the love, you know? So you trick your brain into think you're falling in love by reading romance books, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in love, even though I'm not in real life, you know? It's an escape, a coping mechanism, really. And then we finished with Practice Makes Perfect, book 2 in the One in Rome series. Right now, we don't know the next one, but she has said that she is going to continue writing stories for these characters. I have an idea who I think the next book is going to be. I think it's going to be Maddie or Madison. Is it Madison? Or Maddie, the one sister, and I think James. That's kind of what it was hinted at, but we'll see. The next one in this series won't come out for like another year. I think that's what she said on social media. But also at the very end of the acknowledgements, she says, okay, I guess I should end this and go write the next book set in Rome, Kentucky. So there will be another one. It's not on the horizon yet, but one day. So in a way, I kind of finished the series. In a way, if you look at it, just like squint your eyes and just turn, it's like I finished the series. So this is a very good reading week. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Let me know if you've read any of these books, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!